Yo, what is up, YouTube? Your boy Tips back at it with another YouTube video. Gonna showcase my rank 1 Yordles deck running the Lulu Poppy package. If you guys don't believe me, check this out real quick, boy. 85 points, hell yeah. I know it's really early, but still rank 1, boys, and I'm gonna be showcasing this list. Roji's climbing with Tarek Mantheon. Interesting. Cool. You gotta say hi to the homie. This is a really good hand so far. Oh, he's still on his Tarek Pantheon. I remember James told me about this. That he was running his Tarek Pantheon deck. Always open attack. They basically force up on the Panth. I love that emote. We just jammed the mare here, I think. We can even technically pass, but I think this is too strong of a play to even give up. So we easily pass here, and we just jam the Lulus. I think this is gonna be pretty good because the 4/4 will basically break off the Seeker, Saga Seeker, unless he has like a Shield Vault, which is pretty good here as well. I can't swing, sadly. He's just too big for me. I don't want to lose my units. We want to swing with the Poppy. There's White Flame, so he already has the Nut combo. Okay. I do like running triple or double stun. Like, I wasn't running it in my original version. I ran one, but I didn't realize how important it would actually be. He could rally here. It's not that good of a rally. We just jammed the pops. Single combat, because he's off Concerted, which is good since he used that 1 mana. So I don't think you ever respect the Concerted. Alright, now this is like the cute stuff, right? You could greed out, but this is probably Mantheon time, so you have to be aware of how he's going to play this out, right? The 4/4 can actually go for the White Flame. This is kind of scary though. I guess we could just full send it, TBH, and we have Sharp Sight access. Loki, I should probably just develop though. Like, if he drops Pantheon, I'm still kind of fine. But nah, let's do this. I think this is just a bit better. Because now we actually don't have to commit like an early Sharp Sight or anything, right? We can wait for my opponent to commit something with White Flame. Sure, you can buff this with like a Vigor or a Pale, but I think this is a bit safer on the side. Plus, this makes it, he gets fairy value. Bastion. So if we rally on this turn, it's pretty damn strong. I think we just go for a rally here, actually. I don't know if it's gonna be enough, but it is definitely a lot of pressure. Because if I go for the Sharp Sight play here, he obviously just yeah, this is fine. He's probably on a lot of combats, and the fact that he doesn't have that live, it's cool. I think we just jam the fleet and rally. Anyways, passes. This is giving me easy vibes that he has another Shield Vault. So if I get really good with this rally, I'm kind of punished. If he's not developing a Pantheon or anything this turn, I'm actually really happy. I think we can take this pass. Like, he's only has 1 unit. If he's running Judgment, that's the issue. But I think we're chillaxing. Like, if he had another unit like a Tarek, he misplayed. Well, he didn't misplay. He's holding up a stun, right, for the rally. He's not an idiot, so he would always hold up a stun for a potential Relentless Pursuit or a Golden Aegis. He passed? So I don't know if Grandpa Roji's running Judgment. If he's running Judgment, this is very scary. Yo, Thorblood for the 6 months, my boy. Yo, Tips. How you doing, Thorblood? Already 6 months, man. I really appreciate you. This is an interesting pass. The thing is, if he's on Judgment, I kind of lose, no? He has to bluff Judgment at all times. Alright, I'm going to play Lecturing Yordle, so we have access to Golden Aegis and Dart. If he has Judgment, it'll easily show, right? I have to respect the Judgment. He obviously Bastion there. Yeah, so I have to respect it. And we're going to Dart that. Yeah, we have to respect it every single time. Okay, so he's bluffing Judgment. Pretty obvious. Does he have it is the question. Judgment is 8 mana, so he can play a 2-drop here. We'll have this. It's definitely a Poppy play, and we have this and that, and that's the play. So I can't swing with everyone here, right? We can't ever swing with anyone. He can't now. He can't really play his stun now. He could have played the stun if he had it. So here we have to play super tactically, right? You just slow play this. Make sure you can kill him off. If he judgments, he's just dead anyways. This plays around judgment, and I think he just loses on the rally. This seems like the play. If he sharp sights here, he'll survive, and he can just. I think this is a fair attack. Yeah, he's dead. We just sharp sight here, right? Yeah. Force the judgment, brother. You're kind of dead here if you go for it, I think. Yeah, I think we're good, right? Did I do my math right? I might be one off, though. I thought we were going to be a little bit higher here. I could have probably buffed this a little differently. So if he judgments, I lose all my board, but then I rally, and he's at 11 HP. He's still alive. He's still alive. I should have actually done the poison dart to his face instead. That could have been my misplay on my side. He has to just commit judgment, and he'll be alive with 2 HP. He might be fine. It really just depends. Oh, he was buffing Judge, so he didn't have it. All right, he's dead here, right? Almost guaranteed. So he was bluffing pretty hard. Here we're just gonna rally. Good game. All right, so good bluff by Roji. He did have judgment. He was losing though from a rally, right? So we played correctly then. That was a 4-minute wait. Okay, this is the so we're swinging on odds, or I'm sorry, we're swinging on evens, meaning I need to hold the Poppy. Even Mare is not a bad card, but I think you want to go for. Okay, he has priority if he has Lulu, which is kind of scary. I just have to still look for the Lulu combo though, every single time, right? We need Fleet Feather, Lulu. Yordlesmith is okay, but he can trap me. I like these Poke Sticks because it mess up his Fleet Feather play if he has it. So right now he's prioritized. He's winning the game at the moment. I need to always Poke Sticks his Fleet Feather. Yordlesmith is great, but if Lulu comes down, I'm kind of fucked. So I have to play this slow. Sharp sight. Rangers resolve. Good Rangers. Good Rangers. I think it's got it. Yeah, it's a good Ranger. If you have Lulu, it's a great Rangers. If you don't, you're trolling. Squire, okay. If he drops Lulu, I mean, it's fine. We have another Pokies. Literally? Dude, these rankings are taking forever, so you don't have Lulu. This is a really good play, but this is a bad swing in my opinion, but sure. So I guess we could do this. I could arguably just play Explorer here and then pass, but I think we can set up the Fleet Feather every single time. We greed it out, and then we set Yordle Explorer. I've been doing good, brothers, for anyone asking. I haven't been playing too much. I've been playing maybe 6 hours a day. It's decent, but I usually, when the new patch hits, I love just going all out, like 24-hour streams. But I've been working recently, so yeah, I've been kind of now it's the weekend, so your boy can be on here for 10 hours, dude. 12 hours, it. So I'm ready to hit Masters tonight, boys. Hopefully you guys are ready to join me in that journey. And yeah, but if you guys need any cool decks, I am the man to ask. I got a cool stuff for y'all. We just jam Poppy here. As much as Yordlesmith is great, we jam the Pops, I think. Yordlesmith would have been pretty strong with Explorer, low-key, but since we have the Poppy, you always drop Poppy on your even attacks, right? Where's the code of your actual deck? If you want this deck right now, I can link you it. I don't have it in my decks exclamations, but I could just link you it. Region? Bouncing Bomb, wow. Doesn't respect the Rangers resolve, but good play. Good play by my opponent. Wait, oh, he created that. Okay, cool. That's fine. This Poppy is huge, but I don't know if it matters. Like, if he drops Poppy here, I'm kind of fucked. I'm glad. I mean, yeah, this is an interesting line. But if anything, Depresso, I think actually single combat might be the better card I want to play. But like, I don't know. Okay, I think I'm losing, by the way. This is not looking good. Okay, we can do this. If he has sharp set, I get punished. If he resolves, I get punished. Bro, I get punished anyway. We can actually, yeah, I think we just hit the Fleet Feather. Okay, cool. I think we just toss everyone here. Why? Oh, so we can match. Okay, I see what he's doing. Yeah, this is fine. We have another. This is good. I guess we just trade everything and then we can just drop our stuff again. It sucks that I don't have a better hand with my Ranger Resolve, but it's cool. Now we just play Yordle Explorer, and then we go, and then we just jam Yordle Smith and then Poppy. Seasonals in 2 months this month is not 1 month. Dude, seasonals, I don't even know what the schedule is anymore, dude. It changes every single time. I think we just dropped the Poppy here. And then we just drop Conch. Yeah, we just drop Conch. I'll take Flame Splitter because if you buff Yordle Smith, you can actually attack with everyone, right? Everyone gets quick attack. I think that's pretty dope. Lightning for a secret lethal. Yeah, lightning would have been cool, but I'm playing more for the hand. Like, look at this. Everyone attacks here. He has to block where he dies. And then basically next turn I can Flame Splitter. Maybe you're right, actually. Maybe I should have gone for secret lethal. Yeah, good point. Good point, dude. Yeah, 2 damage would have been great. Remember when Valor was a good card? Yeah, throwbacks, dude. Yikes. Okay, we just jammed this Golden Aegis. I think we actually win though. If he jams something here, we just do this on Poppy. Yeah, we just win with this, right? He could have group shot though. If he has group shot, I get f***ed. Yeah, he always group shots though. That development was strong because I can't. Do you still go for the Poppy? Does he run group shot? I think you still go for it, honestly. F it, YOLO. I don't think you play around groupies. All right, I think we won. Well, he has to attack now, right? He has to attack here. And then we Flame Splitter the Yordle Smith and full dick swing, I think. You have the buff to give to Smith. Yeah, exactly. That's why I took it over the recall. Recall was cheesy, but it could have maybe worked, but yeah. He might have groupies. He would have always used group shot there, in my opinion. He might have sharp sight, which is scary. Wait, doesn't he just lose? So let's think about this, chat. If he plays Resolve, we kill everything no matter what. And here he needs to double sharp sight. I can't beat double sharp sight, sadly. Should I play around double sharp sight is the question. I think this is probably safer. I think if he had double sharp sight, I lose. So I just have to make sure I don't lose to double sharp and win the game, right? Interesting hand. This is not what I'm looking for, by the way. I could hold the mare, sure. This is not the best hand, but yeah, it's pretty cute. Play that. You want to be in Caitlyn? I mean, they're kind of different decks, right? The whole point of Ezreal Draven is you kind of trying to control the board a little bit. They're literally just different decks. And then you have the Ezreal as like top end, and you potentially have Farron and stuff. Okay, Yordle Explorer. God Willow. I want to make sure this guy lives. It's my homie. We don't f the homies. Let's see if we can get Poppy. If we get Poppy, we're chilling. Recall. Wait, what? Oh my god, wait a minute. No, we drew Poppy. This is huge. That was a misplay. Why'd he recall there? That's a misplay, right? I don't think you're supposed to do it like that. You're supposed to use this as a ghost block. Okay, no, he's still good. He's still good though. But this is I think we just pressure. As much as you probably shouldn't swing with these explorers, I think I have to pressure, dude. Oh, he also has lightning rush I have to be worried about, but this is fine. He didn't block. Cool. He levels next turn. It's kind of cute. Okay. No, I have the dragon. This is still fine. Oh, it was ephemeral? That was a good recall then. My bad. I didn't realize it was ephemeral. He's playing around rally, it looks like. I'll drop the mare, I think. Conch is good though. I might want to see if I can get a resolve or something, honestly. The mare is only so good. Wait a minute, I'll take that. The mare is only so good. Double group shot is nutty. And nothing, this doesn't hit. I probably should have done double groupies, but it's cool. I don't want him getting, yeah, we probably could have doubled. Wait, how's that? Don't we just double group shot here? And we just open attack next turn, right? Oh, but he's gonna get yeah, that's actually kind of bad. Do I care if I'm recalling one in his hand? Yeah, I think we're good. Sadly, we lose our unit there, but I think we're just gonna get, yeah, this is fine. I don't think we care about those. He does get one more, but whatevs. This is looking really strong. So this dies. If I block, that's trolling. We have to rally and hope we can win the game. So now I just cast that and I lose that. Alright, let's pray. Maybe we might just lose. He has a bunch of cannons, so that's kind of... Ooh, Yordle Smith, bruv. I feel like I should develop, honestly. So what does he do? Play a cannon. If he has Mystic, I get punished. This is interesting. Because, like, if I play the 2-2 here, I could literally get Mystic Shot and lose the game. Yeah, he also has Lightning Rush. I think we just go for it. Because I could kill him with Pokey Sticks here if I have it. There's no way he goes under 1. What? Kurva, boys. Kurva. I'm fuck. Oh, I'm not gonna say that. Manifest. Yeah, we play Yordle Smith. GG's, dude. He's not trolling. He's in a good spot. He is trolling. Like, if I had Pokey Sticks, but guess not. I think we just hit it, boys. We might just have to hit it. He has the 9 mana, which he's basically me over with, but like, he doesn't have the Dragon Link set up. Yeah, we're just dead next turn, aren't we? I think we just go for it. Whoa! I would have lost, dude. He should have passed. I think I fucked up. I should, like, if he just passed, I would have lost the game. Alright, guys, so how this deck really likes to play out. It is pretty aggressive. It's Yordle Swarm. People call it anything, really. But basically how you want to play this out is you want to basically abuse the Yordle Explorer to make sure all your Yordles gain +1/+1. This makes it so that you go really wide with your units and you can always overwhelm your opponent. You've got basically 4 rallies in this deck, triple Golden Aegis and Relentless Pursuit. And again, with the Poppy, how you want to play it out is turn 1 Fleet Feather, turn 2 Yordle Explorer, and then you just jam all your little Yordles and they just get buffed, and then you want to play Poppy into just rallying for days. A cute thing you want to take into account with this version over the Teemo Poppy version is that Lulu exists. So that's why Fleet Feather is a lot better in this deck as well. You have the Fleet Feather with Lulu turn 1 to turn 3. You buff this thing to a 4/4, and you can literally trade on any of your opponents. And again, turn 2, you have the Yordle Smith. It'd be Fleet Feather, Yordle Smith, and then Lulu. It's like 3 different ways. Smork with the Poppy for turn 4. Set up your lines for Lulu if you need to really control the board with the Fleet Feather. Or the third one is if you have the Mare in hand, you literally try and find the Commando, and Commando generates these infinite Owl Cats, and you can summon them for free every turn, and that sets up your Poppy for the late game. And just the rallying is literally the cream of the top and how you win this game. So you are favored in a lot of matchups, unless they have Eye of the Dragon. Eye of the Dragon stops you because they consistently have Dragonlings and it's difficult to win. You have to see if you can make sure you go in one, they don't have either a deny or a concussive palm or some trick that stuns you or stops you, right? Pantheon decks are running some stuns. You have to be mindful of that because it could really screw up your rally plays. But aside from that, you should be able to beat other Teemo Yordle decks in that mulligan. Of course, you're going to look for the Yordle Explorer. But what I like to look for is the Fleet Feather, Yordle Smith, and the Lulu, because you constantly stop the opponent from developing any of their win conditions with like Yordle Explorer or any of that. So if you're striking on evens, you can do it, right? Because you play Fleet Feather, and then you have the Lulu on turn 3, and you can easily just pass if they don't develop, because you're obviously posing like a kill on their unit. You do, again, pretty okay against the Kennen Ezreal decks, as long as they don't get that nut turn 1 Kennen, the recall, the turn 3 Willow, turn 4 Kinkyu. The Kinky stuff is kind of bad, so you just get stunned there, right? Even if you could cheese out a rally potentially, but once that whole combo happens, it's kind of hard. But if they don't have that, you're kind of favored. Even if they have Eye of the Dragon, it's still winnable. You do really well against the Pantheon Taric decks or any Pantheon lists. A lot of the Pantheon lists are kind of playing with the dragon now, the one that has the faded keyword. And faded is nice and all, but it's really hard to get that combo where you get Pantheon for the overwhelm kill and White Flame trades off. It's just too slow. This swarms out with the Mare and all these multi-region units, so you can easily just go in for crazy swings and kill your opponent. And you have rallies, which kind of, makes you end turns even quicker. The only deck with the White Flame currently that I've been seeing is Lee Sin with White Flame, which is probably an issue because I have the dragon. They summon like triple of them, and they have a lot of ways of tutoring it with Gifts from Beyond. So it's just difficult to beat Lee Sin. You're always unfavored in that matchup, but everything else you're pretty much good into. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the comments below. But this hit me easy, rank 1, really good percent win rate. I think probably like a 75 plus. Hopefully this Yordle deck gets you to your desired goals. I do stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/sippytips if you guys want to see me live and in person. And if you guys are liking the content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, comment, and tell me. Boy, 85 points.